Welcome to another tone tutorial. I'm Scott. This is Guitarnivore. In this video, we're going to be doing a song from Metallica's new album, 72 Seasons. And I don't have the mic very loud tonight, but I guess that's probably just how it sounds to me anyway. I've got it turned down a little bit because the other side of my property, they're clearing some forest that I'm really not very happy about, but it's nothing I can do about it. So when we talk about 72 Seasons, brand new album just came out a week ago, and I was thinking about doing a review of the album, but I normally don't do album reviews, and I'd just probably be regurgitating a lot of the same stuff other people are saying. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to give you a quick breakdown. It's a good album. I like it. I've enjoyed listening to it. If you're the kind of person that thinks after 40 years, some 60-year-old dudes are going to release like their magnum opus and blow your socks off, you're delusional. It's a fun album to listen to. It's great. It's a Metallica album. It does have me re-listening to Hardwire and making me wonder I really didn't like that. And like any other album, it's got its ups and downs. And when you get to be my age, I mean, I'm pushing 50 here. So there's not a whole lot that I haven't heard already. And there's not a whole lot that really impresses me. So I was happy with it. I was more than happy with it because I really haven't enjoyed a Metallica album in a long time. There was something about Death Magnetic I didn't like. I think it was just the flat drums. And I don't really think I gave Hardwired a chance. So I've been listening to that a little bit lately too. But the song we're doing tonight is You Must Burn. I think it's like the 6th track on the album, and it's my favorite track. And it's probably the easiest song to learn on this album. If you want to learn it, you can go to Songs. So they got some tab. I don't think it's 100% correct. I use Ultimate Guitar, and I trust there's a whole lot more. So let's get right into it. Let's get a nice squeaky clean tone going on over here. You might have already saw some of the settings I had on there. But for our panel, this is going to be a little bit different. I rarely bump it all the way up to brown. But this time, I am. And we're going to leave that gain at about 15. We're going to jump that volume up to about, what do I got it at? About 83. I got it kind of pumped. But this is just so you can hear it and you can adjust it on your home amp. Going over to the bass, I got the bass right around 50-49. I didn't move that much. I did bump the mids just a hair. Probably might not even be noticeable at 57. And then 58 on the treble. Now for the cabinet, I've just got a modern cabinet with just a little bit of presence on there. No global EQ, no contour, no solo going on. And our effects chain is, we're going to work in effects chain 1 because we don't have anything after the booster between that and the amp. We just go from booster up to reverb. So this should be a fairly quick one. And right now, let's hear how we're sounding without booster, just on the regular brown channel. So far, so good. But let's add something to it. And of course, I'm going to use a good old tube screamer to just boost it. I've got the tone at about +1, the bottom back at 6, and I've got the effects level up at 60 to give it, just some more boost. This solo level, don't worry about that right there. And see if we boost it a little bit more. Sound a little thicker. After the boost, let's go over adjust the noise suppressor. You don't have to have that release that high. You can dial it down. I had the threshold about 50. That seems to work pretty good with having that brown amp and the tube screamer pushing it. So once you got your noise suppressor, let's go right to reverb. We don't have any kind of delay mod effects. I don't even have a compressor on there today. So we go to reverb, and we're just going to use a simple room reverb. We got the reverb time really low, 1.3 seconds. I got 0 on the pre-delay, and I think I got 6.3 on here. That's probably what it was set at before. 5 on my density, but I got the level down to 13. I just don't have it too high, just enough to kind of give it a little reverb in the background. So barely anything, just good enough. So from there, we're going straight to Parametric EQ. And For this one, I kept the low gain rather low. I did keep the low cut at 40 and the low mids at 250. And the decibels for the low mid at -2. So normally I have that about 7. This time I didn't need that much, so I rolled it back to -2. And for high mids, I got +4 and +4 on the high gain, and then +4 just for the level, just to give it some volume. For the high cut, I have it right at my sweet spot there at 5. And then 1.6 on the high mid frequency. I jacked that up. And then for our second EQ, I actually used the GE10 on this one. I used Ozone to kind of look at the EQ frequency peaks and dial them in. And I got the levels just kind of sitting right there. I did turn the low frequencies down a little bit, -3.5 on this one, 2.5 on the 62. And then +3, I got the mids going a little bit here. +3 on the 125 and +3 also on the 250. And then just +2 on these next two over here on these 500 and 1000. These are your higher frequencies, higher mid frequencies, I guess you could call them. And then +1 on the 2000 and +0.5 on the 4. And then the 8, I just got it dialed back down to 3.5. And you can just leave that one there. You're not going to hear any difference in that one. Because you can hear how it kind of kicks in there. And we're pretty much dialed in, so let's play a little riffs of it. This part here, I really love the groove of it because this whole song just kind of has like a sad but true vibe to it. Does anybody find it a little blasphemous that I'm using a Dave Mustaine guitar to play a Metallica song? I kind of did it on purpose, but I like this guitar. It's got a hard tail, and it sounds good, and it's got nice active pickups on it. So we got her all dialed in. Let's hear it again in the mix. As always, the patch will be in my Dropbox, and there will be a link down in the description. A little later, I'll be releasing another video, and that's going to be a Kill 'Em All tone from Seek and Destroy, and that patch will be available too, as always, free. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.